Trent, is it on Friday good time to get South Sydney without Latrell?
Yeah, we all know how good a player Latrell is. So, but young Taft's a good little player as well. So we certainly won't underestimate him. But great day to play. Good Friday. Hopefully we get a big crowd out there.
I know you've only had one win for the season, but in terms of the team, you're kind of where you want it to be 4 or 5 rounds in terms of performance and that kind of thing.
Not really. I thought, we would have liked to have won a couple more games, and we'll probably the Brisbane game and the Manly game were right in the mix. Had the hiccup down in Melbourne, and then some patches in the Penrith game. But we played some pretty handy sides over the course of the first 6 weeks, and another good one on Friday. But we've there were some good things in the game the other night, but not for long enough periods. So that's what we've got to fix this week.
Just on that, Baz, is it as you mentioned, being in a lot of close games, and there's probably 2 or 3 of them that you easily could have won. Is it how, I don't know if it's the word concern, is that you haven't found that way to win those games yet?
Yeah, I get it's a bit of a learning curve for us, particularly with our spine. We're pretty young in those areas, and then the Brisbane game and the Manly game probably had our opportunities to close them out, but that's a learning experience for us. We're to put ourselves in a position like that again. We probably haven't in the last 2 weeks. The game's sort of been gone there before the back end of it. But look, we get an opportunity to play a good side this week. More worried about us and fixing the things that we didn't get right last week. So short turnaround, which is good. The boys like these Friday games, so it'll be good for us.
Is it key to have Kyle in there at the moment, just because as an organising half, it maybe frees up Burdo to run a little bit more?
Yeah, look, I thought Kyle was good last week. He'll get a lot of confidence out of that. So obviously we need Burdo and Duff doing what they do best, and that's running. And we need not only Kyle, but Marshall King's got a lot of responsibility there too. So certainly not all on Kyle, but we need all our spine to be functioning well. So the more times they play together, the better they're going to be. But I thought it was a good start from Kyle last week.
I think the question was sort of left off, but sort of how many touches Kyle's getting, or just halves in general. Is it a matter of once you get more confidence in your halves, and I guess those combinations are more settled for longer, that's where it becomes easier for him to get the ball at the right time and whatnot?
Yeah, I think so. And the more good ball you have too. I think we only had 8 good ball sets last week. So when you're bringing the ball out of your end, your 7's generally not going to touch the ball as much as the others. And Burdo being our dominant kicker too, there's another 15 touches there. So there is some reasons in and around that. But certainly, you'd like your halfback with his hands on the footy, and we'll keep working towards it. But some good signs there last year. We just still haven't put that 80-minute performance from everyone in our 17 together yet, and that's what we need to do.
I was going to say, I'm looking at the cup stuff, not the sort of stack of it, from what I can make out. Like Cole was taking the line a fair bit there, kind of a lot of confidence too, wasn't he? So it's also about sort of, thinking about transferring that confidence into this when he's getting weeks on weeks in there.
Yeah, 100%. And we need a lot. Your halves need a lot of things going well around them for them to be functioning well as well. So it's never put it all on the halfback or the 5'8". I thought our back five. I've got some improving to do with where we were last week. We put ourselves under way too much pressure, and you can't turn the ball over in those positions that we did. So the more good ball opportunities we get, the better we are across the field, or the better the whole team's going to be.
You mentioned Duff before. He wasn't happy with the way he played against Perth. Is he got the type of bloke that kind of takes a loss a bit harder than others?
Yeah, they all take it pretty hard, but Duff was disappointed. We all have those days, and he's back in the team this week. There was never any question about that. And the good thing about these short turnarounds is you get out and you get a chance to rectify it this weekend. So he's excited to play.
How important is it to the context of your season, Daz, that you're not 1-5?
Yeah. Look, we know how important the two. They're important every week, but we're getting into that stage now. You win back-to-back games and you catapult yourself a fair way up the ladder. So, I think 8th spot or 9th spot's only on 1 win more than us. So this game's hugely important, for where we want to go. But I think it's more about the performance than anything else. The win will take care of itself, but we just need to fix a few areas and make sure our whole 17's playing well. We're having, parts of the side playing well at different patches, but we need them all playing well together.
And that's Bob's target, where they kind of frustrate the best fullbacks in the game. Can we expect more of the same against Taff, I guess, who hasn't played a lot lately. At the back.
Oh, look, yeah, it's one part of Matty's game that he is good at. But in saying that, we need Marshall King and Kyle, taking some pressure off him there as well. So again, it probably comes back to that whole team performance that we're looking for.
About the Fox, mate, it was nice to see you sort of got a bit of space on Sunday. Like I imagine it's like you sort of need to get more of, I guess.
Yeah, we do. And obviously with Josh, a lot of the space that he gets is created by the blokes inside him. So he's going to be the beneficiary of that. The more we can move the ball, and the better we get there, and the better field position we get, he'll find himself in those positions a bit more.
Feels like a lot of it sort of comes back to that again thing, which is the more they play together, the easier it's going to be to get used to getting space and whatnot.
Yeah, and earning the right to play too. Our forwards have got a job to gain some momentum before we can shift the footy. So it's all linked in together, and as I said, that the whole 17 need to play well for our individuals to play well.
Obviously, near the pack, going well. You mentioned the spine a couple of times. As a former half yourself, how important is it for this footy side to spend time together as that foursome?
Yeah, it's important. It's important for everyone, But I think the more they play together, the more comfortable they're going to be together. But as I said, for your halves are very reliant on a lot of things to happen well around them. Your back five is important. Your middles are important. They'll be okay.